Shalom, Corin. Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. We have a sunny day here from Miami, Florida, as we enjoy time with our families for this Easter weekend. We have to remember to also nourish our bodies, especially when you have that big Easter feast in front of you. I invite everyone to ground themselves in a sukhasana, tuning into their breath, tuning into their minds, tuning into their souls, tuning into their bodies. How does your body feel today? Perform a quick scan, left to right, right to left. Rooting down on that tailbone. Lengthen your spine and raise the crown of your head towards the sky as you draw your shoulders down away from the ears, seeking length and space in the neck. Your knees are cascading towards the earth. Chin parallel to the ground. Bring your hands together at heart center. And bow to the teacher within. Inhaling evenly through the nose. Begin to draw in more oxygen, more life into your body. After your next deep inhale, I invite you for a collective Om from wherever you may be sitting. Inhale. Aum. Namaste. Place both hands over to your right side and swing your knees underneath your hips, making your way into a tabletop pose. Aiming to have your back completely straight with a long line of energy from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Your shoulders are stacked over the elbows, elbows stacked over the wrists. Fingertip tips spread wide with your hands slightly dialed out so that your index fingers are parallel with each other, pointed directly forward and parallel with the outer edges of your mat. Your shoulders are drawing away from your ears. Your knees are at hip width distance, and the tops of your feet are pressed against the mat. Navel pressed against the spine. breathing through the nose. Rotate the elbows outward so that the eyes of your elbows are pointed forward. On your next inhale, drop the belly. Shift your gaze forward and allow your tailbone to shine in a cow pose, smiling. On the exhale, press against the mat, round the spine, and gaze over to your thighs as your head hangs. In an angry cat. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly, gazing forward, tailbone shining. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Exhale, lower the left shoulder to the mat as you extend the left arm over to the right side. Shift your right palm over to the top right corner of the mat and gaze over to your right armpit. Breathe evenly through the nose. Shift your right palm in front of your face, and as you inhale, press down to rise up. And on the exhale, lower the right shoulder to the mat and extend the right arm over to the left side. Shifting the left palm over to the top left corner of the mat. Shift the left palm in front of the face and inhale as you press down to rise up. Back to tabletop. Begin to move your torso clockwise, warming up the spine. Pause at the top and then roll like a marble in a Coca-Cola can in the other direction. Counterclockwise. On an inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg back. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return to tabletop. Inhale, extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale the tabletop and exhale. Shift the weight backwards onto your bums, the bums onto your heels, into a child's pose. Inhale, shifting the weight forward. Curl your toes. And as you exhale, press your hips up and back into a downward facing dog with a lengthy spine, head hanging like a mango. Option to walk the dog here. Seeking length in the spine before you seek length in the legs, driving the heels towards the earth. Slowly inch your hands backwards to meet your toes at the back of the mat. Bend your knees, round your spine, and inhale up vertebra by vertebra, rolling your shoulders back at the top and taking a step forward for your mind with your right foot. And then a step forward with your soul with your left foot. And then a step forward with your right foot for your body. And then a step forward with your left foot for love. Establish Parabandha, rooting down on the four corners of both feet. Make your way into a powerful mountain pose. Micro bend in the knees, legs active, shoulders drawn away from the ears, downward, palms facing forward, crown of the head rising, pelvis tucked forward, and navel pressed against the spine. Inhale, extend the arms above head for an extended mountain pose. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, fingertips on the shins. Seek that micro bend in the upper back. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back into a plank pose. A powerful plank. Pelvis tucked forward. Shoulders drawn away from the ears. Shoulders stacked over the elbows. Elbows stacked over the wrists. Again, fingertips spread wide. Hands dialed out. On an exhale, bending at the elbows backwards. Lower yourself halfway down to a chaturanga. And then lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Extend the feet and press the tops of your feet against the mat. Inhale up to a baby cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and press your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Dialing in your ujjayi breath here. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring that left foot between both hands. As you rise up with your hips neutral to a warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, step the left foot back, and lower yourself halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Seeking a Micro bend in the upper back, legs active, knees off the ground. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes and press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Excuse me, as I'm losing my AirPods due to the sweat and humidity of South Florida. Extend the right leg and bring that right foot between both hands. Keeping the hips neutral. Inhale up. Warrior one with the right knee bent at 90 degrees. Exhale. Both hands to the mat as you lower yourself halfway down to a chaturanga. Inhale up to an upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees. Curl the toes and press the hips up and back to the downward facing dog. At the bottom of your next exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze forward and lightly step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, articulate back up to a mountain pose for alignment. On your next inhale, raise the arms up as you bend your knees and you drop your bum into a chair pose. Pinkies are rotated inward. Knees are over the second toe. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, making your body into an L, propping yourself up with your arms. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat and float back into a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Avoid allowing the heels to splay. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back as if they were being pulled up by a harness from the sky. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring that left foot between both hands. Lower the right heel so that the right toes are pointing towards the right side of the mat. And inhale up to a warrior two. Finding your strength and ease as you sink into the hips. Your hips are pointed towards the right side. Arms extended alongside. Shoulders are soft. Gazing over to your left middle finger with a micro bend in the right knee. And your left knee bent at 90 degrees. Rooting down on the outer edge of your right foot. Avoid allowing that ankle to dip in. Exhale. Lower the left elbow to the left thigh as you reach over the top of the body with the right hand for a humble warrior. Inhale. circle the arms back to reverse warrior, reaching over the top of the body with the left hand. Resting the right hand gently on the right hamstring. Left knee's at 90 degrees. Inhale, back to warrior two. Extend the left leg. Heel toe the right foot forward, shortening the distance. Preparing for a triangle pose. Reach forward with your left hand as you reach back with your right hip. And lower the left hand to the left ankle as you reach towards the sky with the right hand. Gazes over to your right middle finger. And your back is on an imaginary plane. Inhale back up. Place your hands on your hips. Rotate the right foot inward. And on an exhale, lower your chest to your left thigh for a pyramid pose. Inhale, rise up and step forward. Back into a mountain pose. The pelvis tucked forward, releasing the tension on the lower back. Feel the breeze. Feel your body connecting with your soul. On your next inhale, bending at the knees, lowering the bum into a chair pose. Raise your arms up. Your toes nice and soft in this chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat and step the right foot back and step the left foot back. Back into a powerful plank. Shifting the weight onto your left hand. Stagger your feet or stack them. And extend the right hand up to the sky for a side plank. Micro bend in the left elbow. Gazing over to your right middle finger. Exhale. Lower the right hand down. Back to a plank. Shifting the weight onto your right hand. Your feet staggered. Extend the left hand up to the sky for a side plank. With the micro bend in the right elbow. Gazing over to your left middle finger. Exhale. Lower the left hand down. Bend the elbows. Lower yourself halfway down to a chaturanga. Inhale, roll over those toes into an upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Dialing in your Ujjayi breath here. Inhale, extend the right leg and bring that right foot between both hands. Lower your left heel as you inhale up to a warrior two. Hips facing the left side. Right knee bent at 90 degrees. Micro bend in the left knee. Gazing over to your right middle finger. Exhale, lower the right elbow to the right thigh and reach over the top of the body with the left hand, gazing over towards the left middle finger. Inhale, circle the arms back, reverse warrior. Right knee at 90 degrees, micro bend in the left, rooting down on the outer edge of the left foot. Right hand is reaching over the top of the body. Inhale up, warrior two. Inhale, extend the right leg, heel toe the left foot closer to the right. Reach forward with your right hand as you reach back with your left hip. Lower the right hand to the right ankle and extend the left hand up to the sky for a triangle pose. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on your hips and rotate the left foot inward 90 degrees so that your hips are pointed forward. Your feet are on train tracks. And you exhale, your chest to the right thigh, micro bend in both knees in this pyramid pose. Inhale, step forward and rise up, back into a mountain pose. Inhale, grab the left ankle and bring the sole of the left foot into your inner right thigh or your inner right calf. Tree pose. Heart shining. Shoulders drawing down away from the ears. Hands at heart center. Keeping the weight on the four corners of your right foot. Remove the left foot from the thigh and hinging at the hips. Fold forward into a warrior three. Extend the arms above head and lower the left toes to the mat into a crescent pose. Exhale, lower the left palm to the mat and extend the right hand up to the sky, placing your back on an imaginary plane. Lower the right hand. Inhale up into a runner's lunge. Inhale, step forward. Back into a mountain pose. On an inhale, grab the right ankle and bring the right sole of your foot into your inner left thigh or your inner left calf, but not your inner left knee. Hands at heart center in a tree pose. Rooting down on the four corners of the left foot, toes nice and soft. Remove the right foot from the thigh and hinging at the hip, extend the right leg back as you fold forward into a warrior three. Hips neutral. Seeking a micro bend in the upper back. Exhale, lower the right toes to the mat into a crescent pose. Exhale, lower the right hand down to the mat and extend the left hand up to the sky, avoiding allowing that left knee to splay. And your back is on an imaginary plane. Exhale, lower the left hand. Inhale up into a runner's lunge. Your torso at 45 degrees. And step forward. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Heel toe the feet outward so that the outer edges of your feet are aligned with the outer edges of your mat. And bending at the knees, lowering your torso down. Bring the elbows within the knees into a malasana pose. Pressing the knees out with the elbows, but also pressing the elbows in with the knees. Remove the elbows and roll onto your back. Making your way into a staff pose. With your body as an L, your palms flat on the side, on the mat. Shoulders drawing down away from you. Option to reach forward for your toes. Exhale. Lower your back down to the mat. Palms facing the sky. And on an inhale, rise up into a boat pose. Toes pointed for 5. Lengthy spine for 4. Breathing through the nose for 3. Smiling for 2. Holding it for 1. Exhale. Lower down to the mat. Inhale up, one more boat pose. Creating a V with your body. Toes pointed for 5. Lengthen the spine for 4. Palms facing the sky for 3. Breathing for 2. Smiling for 1. Exhale, release. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Exhale, release the knees. And drop the feet down to the mat with your heels near the bum. Palms flat on the earth. Preparing for a bridge pose. Inhale as you press down on your feet. 1 second. With your knees pointed forward, kneecaps neutral. Press down on your feet to raise the hips up. Interlace the fingers behind your back. And bring your shoulders underneath your back and root from pinky to shoulder in this heart opening bridge pose. Exhale, release the interlace. Remove the shoulders, raise the heels, And lower your back down from upper back to middle back to lower back. Bring your knees up and your elbows within your knees, grasping your feet as you prepare for a happy baby. Keeping the tailbone rooted and pressing up through your hands, your feet towards the sky. Pulling on those feet with your hands for that yin-yang effect. Option to rock gently side to side, soften your lower back. Exhale, release the feet, extend the legs, and relax into a consciously numb Shavasana. Allowing your feet to fall as they may, your hands to fall as they may. Your lower back relaxed, your face relaxed. Letting the pranayama flow through the body, sensing where it needs to be. Allowing your body to absorb this medicine. The medicine is movement. Imagine yourself as wax melting on a surfboard that's been left in the sun. Imagine yourself as an iguana basking under the sun, warming up inside. Slowly begin to bring life back into your extremities, into your fingers and your toes. Encircle the wrists and ankles. And flex the left leg. Flex the right leg. Flex the left arm. And the right arm. Raise the thighs up with the knees bent at 90 degrees. Extend your left arm above head and allow yourself to fall over to the left side. Resting your head gently on the left bicep. In this fetal pose, right before your rebirth, and a new opportunity to look at life from a different perspective, affecting people in positive, constructive ways. You're a turtle in an egg about to hatch on a beach, and then you're curiously going to wander into the open ocean and just swim about. Keeping your eyes closed, press your right palm down in front of your face. And rise up to Sukhasana, cross-legged seated posture. Rooting down on the tailbone, lengthy spine. Cover your eyes with the palms. Open your eyes and slowly spread apart your fingers, bringing in the new light, bringing in the new life. Extend your arms up to the sky and bring the hands together, our heart center, and bow to the teacher within, the inner teacher, your inner voice, your intuition. Before you set off on this journey to infect the world with positivity, I invite you for a deep, wide, loud Om. Take a deep inhale in. Out. Namaste. Thank you for letting me guide today's practice. Peace out, guys, and happy holidays.